am Marg Sparnum. I have this story to tell you about some events in my husband Bill's life. The Bill and Kevin story. Bill was born on the 22nd of April 1928. He was raised by Mum and Dad, and there were 3 brothers and 3 sisters. He went to St Kilda Park Primary School and then on to South Melbourne Technical School. When he was 13 years of age, he got one of the biggest shocks of his young life. When one of the siblings passed away, Dad said to him, "Bill, go into the lounge and say goodbye to your mother." It turned out that Alice Wills Sparnum was actually Bill's mother, and the other siblings were his aunts and uncles, and Dad and Mum were his grandparents. However, there was another big surprise to come to Bill in the future. We had heard from relatives of his mother that his father's name was William Courtney Coe. We found his grave and a headstone at Springvale Cemetery and learned that Bill had 3 half-siblings. It was on Sunday, November the 3rd, 1991, when a remarkable thing happened. The phone rang and Bill answered. A male voice said, "Is that the Sparnum residence?" Bill said yes. "Could you give me some Sparnum family information?" he asked. Bill replied that he would if he could. The person on the phone asked, "Do you know an Alice Wills Sparnum?" "Yes," Bill replied. "How do you know her?" "She was my mother," Bill said. A long pause on the phone. "That cannot be." The man said. "Why?" Bill asked. "She was my mother," the man said. Bill was speechless. He took some seconds to recover and then asked the man who he was. He replied, "Kevin James Simmons." He had been adopted and was seeking his mother. "Do you have any papers to confirm this?" Bill asked. "Yes," he said. "They're signed by my mother and my father, William Courtney Coe." It turned out that the man Kevin James Simmons was Bill's full brother, and he had been adopted out at birth. So as you can imagine, Bill was in a state of shock for quite a time. As Bill found out later, so was Kevin. They arranged to meet outside Luna Park in St Kilda on the 5th of November, Melbourne Cup Day, and both to take all papers relevant to the situation. It was at afternoon tea in St Kilda that they both discovered it was their mother's birthday. We have since that day had a close and happy relationship with Kevin, who was born on the 30th of May 1929, 13 months after Bill.